Oh yeah, this kid needs a queen. I haven't got laid in a while.
Let me text Alice.
What? No.
Novel. It was published in 2014 and reflects modern high school life. During this time period, issues like rumors, bullying, and social media were very common, which connects directly to this story.
The setting takes place in a small town in Texas called Healy, mainly at the high school in present day. The setting is important because in a small town, rumors spread quickly and people tend to judge others without knowing the full truth.
The main character, Alice Franklin, she's the main character, but the story is told throughout multiple perspectives, including Elaine, Josh, Kelsey, and Kurt. Alice Franklin is the central figure, even though she never really narrates. She is quiet, misunderstood, and judged harshly based on rumors. Over time, us readers are able to see that she's more complex and strong than others assume. Kelsey Sanders was Alice's best friend, and she starts off judgmental, but she gradually realizes the harm caused by gossip and begins to change. She's afraid of losing her popularity, so she stops being friends with Alice.
Elaine O'Day is popular and influential. She spreads rumors about Alice and represents toxic social power. Brandon Fitzsimmons is a boy who claims to have had a sexual encounter with Alice. His lies sparks much of the conflict. He dies, so he isn't a narrator, but mentioned a lot. Josh Waverly is Brandon's best friend. He was with him the night that he died in the car crash. Kurt Morelli is a really smart boy who has a huge crush on Alice and doesn't care what popularity status is or anything about the rumors.
At the beginning, most of them describe Alice negatively because of rumors. However, as the story continues, we see that Alice is not who people say she is. Kelsey changes the most because she goes from judging Alice to feeling guilty and understanding her better.
One major conflict in the book is person versus society because Alice is being judged and bullied by almost everyone at school. There is also internal conflict, especially with Kelsey, who struggles with guilt. Some conflicts are resolved when the truth starts to come out, but not everything is completely fixed, which makes the story more realistic. The author uses important literary techniques like multiple perspectives, which show how different people see the same situation in different ways. There is also symbolism, where Alice represents how people can be unfairly judged. Imagery is also used to show emotion, especially Alice's isolation.
Some major themes include the danger of rumors, the importance of truth, and how quickly people judge others. Another theme is how reputation can be damaged even if the rumors are not true, and there is a possible effect on a person's state. You can see that throughout the book using imagery. For example, after Alice was painted
as
she started being less and less like herself, dressing totally different and covering herself in a giant hoodie.
The book explores social issues like bullying, slut-shaming, peer pressure, and the influence of social media. These issues are very relevant today, but they also show universal truths about how people treat others unfairly.
the book has been challenged in some schools and libraries, and in Utah and Florida, and some groups wanted it banned because it discusses sexuality, language, and mature topics. They believe that because of all the aggressive language, it would be too harsh for our youth.
Censors mainly had a problem with how the book talks about teen relationships and rumors involving sex, how the book described the girls, and how it went into detail about uncomfortable details about teenagers such as sexual rumors, social media, and high school culture.
The reasoning was that students might be exposed to topics that are too mature. However, this is something that actually happens in real life, especially in high school.
I don't fully agree with censorship because the book teaches important lessons about empathy, truth, and consequences, and we as readers understand how harmful rumors can be, and others can too. The book does not promote harmful behavior, it actually critiques it, and it encourages critical thinking, empathy, and awareness, and it reflects real issues teens face, so it makes it educational and relevant.
Overall, the truth about Alice shows how one rumor can affect someone's entire life. It reminds us to think better, to think before judging others, and to question what we hear instead of believing everything right away.
Thank you for listening.